Okay, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alex and I'll be budgeting my end of August paycheck. I get paid on the 15th and usually the last day of the month, whether it's the 30th or 31st, but since that falls on a weekend this month, I get paid a bit early on the 29th. So if it's your first time on my channel, I'm I'm 33 and or sorry, I'm about to turn 33 actually in like a week, and I just had this realization hit me earlier this year that some of my goals that I'm trying to save for, um, not let alone like retirement, but even some of my shorter term goals that I'm trying to save for were seeming very out of reach with how much debt that I had. And after a lot of thought, I decided to enter a consumer proposal process, which here in Canada, it's sort of it's not bankruptcy, but it's sort of like a settlement where it does stay on your credit report for 3 years after you pay the balance. However, they negotiate the balance way down for you. So I had several credit cards and 2 lines of credit, and the balance was quite high. And the trustees that I'm working with are negotiating with my creditors to have those balances reduced by like 70 or 80% into one overall number, so that I would pay one monthly fee towards my remaining debt, and there would be no interest. And the total that they quoted me is this number around right here. So it may end up being a tiny bit more than that, but this is what they quoted. And while they're negotiating, I don't have to pay anything. I'll find out around September 8th or so if what the final number is or what they agreed upon, and then I'll be given my monthly payment amount. So for the time being, I'm not paying on my debt at all, but I will be very soon, and I look forward to starting to pay this down. In the meantime, I only have one credit card left. As you can see, I went a bit nuts this past 2 weeks and had an additional um, epiphany kind of moment about spending on food. Food is definitely, if you're going to reflect here, food is insane. Like, to keep in mind, a couple of these things were me buying a drink for a family member, buying, we split some food out, but I can take ownership of most of this for sure. And that's just like insane, honestly. I mean, that's from like August 4th until now, so I guess it's most of a month, but still, that's crazy. If anything, I want my grocery amount to go up and have this to go way down. So back to the plan. This is my paycheck amount that I got paid overnight. So I'm going to start working on this. I have paid rent to my mother, who I live with. I'm very lucky that I live with family, so my rent is very low. But yeah, I have to, I'm trying to do save in bulk right now for a few goals that I talked about in my previous video. So I'm trying to get this number up to at least 15K within the next year, and trying to make a dent in this, although I have 5 years to pay it off once the repayment starts. And I have really big goals for investing, but at the moment I'm just putting 25 a week into my TFSA, and I'm going to start putting 25 a week, I think, into my FHSA. But my main focus is reducing the debt and saving a cash fund. Also, if you're not from Canada, TFSA is basically our equivalent of Roth IRA. This account, RSP, is equivalent of 401k. So the reason this is a bit higher is my company matches. Like, my 6% is taken off my paycheck before I technically receive my paycheck, and then my company matches the 6%. So this has been building up for a while, and that's why it's my biggest account. And then FHSA is a first home savings account, so it's also an investment account that you can put 8,000 a year, which I clearly don't have that much yet, but one day. Okay, this is going to I'm really scared to say that I don't think I'll be able to pay off the entire balance of my credit card this month because um, my little reckoning I had with my food spending, it got the balance really high. And just so you know, after I realized the insanity of how much I was putting on Uber Eats, or towards Uber Eats, I should say, I did tons of meal prep, and I think I've had a bit of like an awakening about that. And I've spent the last few days doing like retirement calculators and stuff of like, okay, so I have, this amount, almost 40K, but like I'd love to get up to 100K within the next few years, and I'd love my retirement to get up to this eventually, and blah blah blah. And I see how much I have to put towards it every month if I want to do that. And then I'm like looking at my Uber Eats spending and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? So, let me just start by I've only made one payment since I got paid to my mother for rent. So I'll enter that. But yeah, I need to assign by the way, yeah, I think I'm going to have to be picky with this month because I don't think I'm going to be able to pay down that credit card more than halfway. But let's see where we can get with this. I want to cover my overspending. Yeah, also, like, what the hell? Anyway, yeah, we've had some realizations this month. I still have to put 600 towards additional saving to my savings fund, so this is going to be painful. Okay. Oh my god. That is not enough to be left with considering the 600 I have to add to this. I actually already did send another 100 towards this earlier in the month. If you watched my last video, this was at 3,900. And I had a bit of extra cash in my spending account, so I put 100 more towards it just so it would be a nicer 4,000. Like, why not? So I think I'll add 600 here, but maybe I'll just transfer 500. I don't know. I'll see how that shakes out, but good lord, that does not leave a lot of money for anything else. Well, it's almost the last day of the month, so I think I'm gonna lower this. Maybe not too much, but I don't think I'm gonna get more than like one more subscription charge. But I don't want to mess with everything else too much. Oh yeah, and then my freaking credit card payment. Guys, this is not ideal. This is the situation I did not want to be in. However, good that I'm at least using YNAB, I guess. I'm gonna leave this because I did buy a cider or two yesterday that I haven't accounted for because someone else paid and I'm gonna have to pay them back. Although that'll be in the reimbursements category, so for now I'll just close that out. This is why we do this, I guess. Well, my YNAB fee for the month. Oh, by the way, guys, if you're interested in using YNAB, oh, I did that wrong. I'm not mathing properly. Oh, because of the target. Hold on. I mean, I don't need that target if it's not the actual amount I'm being charged, so spent 150. I guess I didn't get a bank charge. What else? What else? What else? Okay. Yeah, this is bleak because I can't make that much of the credit card payment at the moment. But I need spending money for the next, is this what they call the credit card float in YNAB world, guys? This is not great. I mean, let's say I'm gonna make a payment right after I make this video from spending. It's being a bit slow. Okay. I hope I did that right, guys. I don't know. I definitely need to. Oh, it's the end of the month. So if I'm adding two categories, I should be adding it here. Let's get this to a round number. I won't put towards rent yet because I get paid again on the 15th. Transit, I need that to get most places. I think my gym was this much last month. Weekly investment. Let's be real. Let me put $30 in here. I'm trying to start. I decided I should start saving for a winter jacket because I've had mine for like 3 or 4 years, and I'm in a part of Canada that it's very warm in summer but very cold in winter. So I definitely need a new jacket, but this is not the pay period for starting to add to that. There's a little left, I feel like. Okay, it's the 29th. I mean, it's Friday night. I guess it's still August. I think I should just eat stuff I have at home today. Oh, what should I do? What should I do? I think I'll add to groceries because I do see myself this weekend picking up some more veggies and meat. I mean, is it silly to put this towards emergency fund? I just feel like I'm in such a scarcity moment right now that I should be putting this towards something. Let's just pad this out, guys. Let's just in case. But I am in my meal prep era, but just in case since it's the weekend. Okay, all money has been assigned. So after this, I'll be making $100 payment towards that credit card, and there were just a couple other things I wanted to quickly mention. Let me look at my notes. Oh yes, well, as I mentioned briefly, my birthday is coming up in about a week and a half, and I'm using that as sort of a mental thing as well of like, you know, when you have a craving to go eat out, like I will be eating out like once or twice on the weekend of my birthday with my family and maybe friends, so I can like wait for that, and that will be low spend for me since it is my birthday. I should be finding out also around my birthday what my consumer proposal monthly payment amount will be. So I will soon know my debt payment. I'm happy I had this sort of a crash out moment here with my food spending before that. So I know now that for the next couple weeks, I can be so much tighter with my eating out budget and kind of get prepared for having to pay, you know, I think they quoted me as $245 a month for my debt, but I'm envisioning it as $300 just in case. So like I'll be paying 300 a month towards that. I need to get this credit card totally paid off before that starts. I do not want to be in this revolving credit situation while I'm paying off a freaking consumer proposal. That's insane. So, what else? What else? What else? Oh, I posted like 8 to 10 items on Poshmark, which I've used before to sell clothing. So I found some more stuff in my closet that I never wear that's decent clothes. So hopefully someone will be purchasing those. And I am considering a side job. It's just tricky. I do have a full-time job. I know people do both, but I've personally never done a second job on the side. But budget-wise, I could definitely use it. So that may be something I look into a little more in the fall. But yeah, I think that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to cut it short. But thanks so much for watching. If you have any recommendations, or anything, comments or anything, please feel free to comment and subscribe. And my next video will be around September 15th, and you will see a much nicer budget. And I will be a year older. So if you feel like supporting, but I really feel weird saying this because I'm such a new creator, but I do have a Buy Me a Coffee link in my bio and on my account. But really no pressure. And I hope you guys have a beautiful long Labor Day weekend. If you, wherever you are, if you're in the United States or Canada, or if you're somewhere else, I just hope you have a great weekend. And thanks for stopping by. Hey guys, just checking to see if I was totally misunderstanding this before. I'm like, why do I have all this money sitting in my checking account for no reason, which is more than this amount? I could just pay it off, right? Like, let me see. Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay. I'm slowly figuring it out. And I'm looking forward to this number being way less on September 15th. Hold me accountable, guys, although I'll hold myself accountable. Thanks for joining.